Please enjoy this video of my 8 Huskies rating different foods. Starting off with donuts.
Here, guys.
Always a 100 out of 10. Never passing up donuts. Next are these 3 treats. I would say overall the crowd pleasers were the second and third one. Not many of them went for the first one. I think they would rate this a 7 out of 10 because it was a lot of work and required thinking, which is boring. Next we have outdoor lettuce. I think they would rate this a 6 out of 10 because although it was a vegetable, it was a great bonding experience and it was crunchy. Moving on to indoor lettuce. They all felt differently about the indoor lettuce. Each one had their own special opinion on how they felt about the lettuce. Some really liked it. Maybe a little too much.
You like it?
And others were very clear on their dislike of the indoor lettuce. Which is funny, because all of them liked the outdoor lettuce. But I guess once you bring it inside, it's no longer as good. I think they would rate this a collective 3 out of 10. Next up is broccoli, aka the tree of doom. They met the broccoli with some enthusiasm and some skepticism. But overall, they all tried the broccoli, and I think they enjoyed how crunchy it was. I think that they would give the broccoli a 4 out of 10. Next up is this salmon that I cut up for them and put in their food for dinner.
Okay.
And based on that reaction, I would say it gets a solid 10 out of 10. And of course, we can't forget everyone's favorite, which is peanut butter. I already know this will get a high rating. Obviously, they all give the peanut butter like a 1000 out of 10. Though some may subtract some points off their rating because they could not eat the spoon as well as the peanut butter, but still, 1000 out of 10. Next up, we have velour spaghetti. You can almost see on their faces them wondering where I found the audacity to throw the food on the ground instead of handing it to them. 0 out of 10 on the floor spaghetti. Although, floor cheese gets a 2000 out of 10. Because no matter where the cheese is, it always gets a 2000 out of 10.
Here, guys.
Next we have pizza crust. You can see that they are conflicted, because although they want the crust, they're sad it's not a whole piece. 7 out of 10. After the pizza crust, we have these sweet potato single ingredient chips. These were super crunchy, super tasty, and as you can tell by the floor, provoked lots of drool as they were waiting for their chip. Some of them even drooled on my feet and on each other. I would say these chips get a 200 out of 10. Next up are these small little heart-shaped crunchy treats. And although they liked them and how crunchy they were, I think they were sad that they were so small and their treats were not bigger. The crunchiness still gets them a 5 out of 10 though. After that, we have these long sweet potato jerky treat type things. Not as crunchy as the chips, but still good. 6 out of 10. Now we have a lemon, which I know dogs cannot have a lot of citrus, but I also was decently certain they were not going to eat it. It was left over from my lemonade. No, I did not put it back in the lemonade after they all bit it, and they were interested in it, so I wanted to see their reaction. Enjoy. Nova kind of malfunctioned there. Cyrus was hesitant at first, but then went all in with some regret. Akira could tell this thing was kind of sus and was not here for it. Same reaction as Akira. Sienna spawned under the table. She's the only one who seemed to actually kind of like it. And here we have Cypress, who has the world's littlest nibble for such a big dog. But with a little nibble comes big regret. And lastly, we have Treveo, who wanted to like it so bad. He kept giving it multiple chances, and each time he was disappointed. I think they give the spicy orange a negative 100 out of 10, and they were mad at me for cheating them out of a snack. But to redeem myself, we have Dunkin's plain old-fashioned munchkins, which are always a 3,000 out of 10. They lose their whole minds when they see the Dunkin's bag. 3,000 out of 10. After the munchkins, we have these little chicken foot tender jerky thingies. They were very crunchy and very tasty. They would probably get a solid 6 out of 10. And of course, we cannot forget the pup cups, which are always whipped cream, goat milk, and treat crumble on top. They absolutely love them.
Okay.
These, without a doubt, every time, get a solid 10,000 out of 10.
Okay.
They get so happy to see the little red cups. And it would not be a snack ranking video if I didn't include their most favorite treats, Old Mother Hubbard. They prefer the mixed bag that has chicken, tartar, peanut butter, and I think beef, but all flavors are their absolute favorite, 1,000 out of 10. Next up, we have popcorn, which gets some mixed reviews in this house. I would say surprisingly enough, the male dogs really like it, whereas the female dogs tend to turn it down. So it either gets a 6 out of 10 or a 0 out of 10, depending on the dog. They give food that they can see but not get to a negative 1 million out of 10. They were so mad. And lastly, we have vanilla ice cream from their absolute favorite ice cream shop, Hayward's. They give this a 2 billion out of 10. They lose their ever-loving minds when they see us pulling into the parking lot. They absolutely love this place. I think if they had to make a single complaint, it would be the same complaint as with the peanut butter. and that is that the spoon is not also edible, and they cannot eat the spoon while they're eating the ice cream. They really should think of an edible spoon for dogs to eat along with their ice cream. But they still give Haywards a 2 million out of 10. Thank you for watching, everyone, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Thanks, and have a great day.